And we are back here in Madrid, live in studio with a very special guest. Ali Reza Firouzja gets his first victory here at the Candidates Tournament. First of all, just you fought so hard, so many amazing games, but how does it feel? A great win today, and what are your thoughts on the game?
Yes, it feels very nice because it's been a long time I didn't win a game. I had so many good positions in this tournament, but unfortunately I couldn't make it work. Yeah, but today I'm happy because he's a very strong player and he's in a very good shape. Yeah. So this win, it counts.
Yeah, every game counts here, right? I mean, yesterday we were watching your incredible fight and effort versus Rajabov, and it just felt like you were just grinding and pushing so hard. How much do you feel that even though that game didn't ultimately go the way you wanted, you didn't get the victory yesterday, how much do you feel like that was important to just continue to get your form correct, get yourself in the best fighting shape so that you can start earning these victories that all your fans around the world want to start seeing those victories come one after another?
Yeah, normally I like this kind of games because it really shows how strong your opponent is physically, mentally. Yeah. He showed very good. He showed that he's prepared for this kind of games.
Right.
So it was very impressive the way he was defending until the end. So yeah, in general, I played many games like this in this tournament actually, but 7 hours is first time.
Yeah, 7 hours is it's tough. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, after a 7-hour game, did you wake up today tired from yesterday's game, or did you feel refreshed, just ready to go for?
Yes,
a new
normally
day?
you're a little bit tired. So, yeah, but in general, yeah, even if you sleep for 7 hours, you will get tired at some point. So. Yeah, I was a bit tired, but okay, I'm happy there is rest day tomorrow.
Well, first of all, great to have you in studio. Thank you for being here, and again, congrats on the win. We'd love to maybe go over the game quickly. We'd also love to ask you some other questions about how you're feeling, what the experience has been like for you. But if you don't mind, we'll keep an eye on Ding Liren, young Chris of Duda, for the fans who want to know. And yes, while we were at the break, many of you saw that Hikaru Nakamura did resign against Timur Rajabov, who earns a big victory. But you mind taking us through quickly this game with Richard Laporte?
Yes.
All right, great. So the first thing was kind of a interesting opening. When were you maybe?
Yeah, I was surprised from move one because normally he plays Sicilian all his life. So
right.
He played the most solid line in chess. So and I think he was expecting Italian maybe, but I decided to go for Roy Lopez.
Right.
Well, you said he played the most solid line in chess, and then you had the most crazy game ever.
Yes. Yeah, I was fortunate he didn't remember the theory exactly. So if he plays correctly, I don't get this kind of sharp positions. But Bishop. Until here, I think Magnus has a game against Aronian at some point, but he lost that game with White actually, I think.
So when you say he messed up the theory, where was he first misstepping in your eyes?
For instance, Queen E7 is, I think, inaccuracy.
Okay.
It's very small inaccuracy, but these days this kind of things counts.
Right.
So he had a better way to play, so I don't get this F4 idea. Now after Queen E7, I got the time to push F4, Bishop G4, Queen E1.
Were you surprised by that Bishop G4 move?
Already, I was very happy after Knight C4 because it's not an easy position because. If he touched the bishop on b6, then I have a 4, and his plan was to keep the bishop on this this diagonal. But then I just went king h1. Yeah.
When we came to this board and we saw the bishop on g4, you can see all the highlights carried over, right? All the things you're seeing are the things we were talking about. We were really liking your position and what was about to happen. After f4 and a4. You went for this really aggressive idea of taking everything on e5. Were you already kind of smelling blood in the water here and really wanted to strike before he got his king out of the center?
Yes, normally these kind of things you should just play without thinking, but I think it was not the best way actually. Maybe I should have gone knight e3 here and just be better, but I decided just to go for it and see what happens because it looked very interesting. So
it had us. We were excited. It looked very interesting to us too. And in this position right here, how much did you feel the compensation was long term, or you felt you had to be really accurate as far as how
yes, of course I have to be accurate because if he castles, then it's just better. So this bishop d2, I saw the move, but yeah, it was my first idea actually, but then I thought maybe bishop e3 is better, but yeah, bishop d2. It's nicer because I have bishop c3, bishop b4, his queen cannot go out, I think. Rook c1 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bishop e3 also interesting. But I think I got worse at some point, I don't know. Bishop e3 takes, yeah, queen f2. Bishop e6 was a very nice move to just protect everything.
Were you maybe worried at this point that it wasn't worth the 2 pawns you sacrificed?
Yes, I was very worried because I realized that he could even go long castle and his king will be safe.
Right.
So, because first I thought he has to, if he doesn't go short castle, then his king is always weak. But yeah, bishop d4, queen b4, yeah, queen c3.
And did you think about repeating with bishop d4 and things like that, or
No,
you always were playing for the win?
No, bishop d4 I didn't think about, but bishop d6 I was thinking, but it was not good. Yeah, rook c1 is only try, I think.
Yeah.
To continue the game. Rook d8 was a nice move. And yeah, bishop b1, queen e5, queen h4. Yes, and here it's a very difficult position over the board, I think.
Yeah. No, we were saying that despite whatever the computer says or the eval, right? This is a literal thorn in his side, and
yeah, he told me actually after the game h6 I had to play with. It's very impressive that he saw h6 after the game, and it's a very good move.
Oh, so he told you that he knows he missed this chance?
Yes.
Okay. What's the main idea? Just that black is going to get g5?
Yes, but I still think after, for instance, h3 here, it's very difficult for him. Oh, now rook d2, he says.
Yeah, that feels like such a computer thing to do, though. I don't know that he saw that. Maybe he saw this.
Yes, and then queen f... No, but g5 always, I was happy to get at least g5.
Right.
Because still he has some problems, but maybe with tactics he can solve. But knight h5, knight g3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But it was a mess. I mean, you guys were entertaining no matter what, and then after he missed this chance with bishop to c4, you kind of never looked back from here.
Rook f5, queen b2. Maybe rook e1 was more accurate actually. But I didn't have much time, and I was afraid this rook is hanging at some point.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about during the game. So rook g1 just felt safer.
Yes, it feels safer. And bishop e6, queen g3. Yeah, queen g3 was a nice move.
Yeah, very nice. 97.
Bishop d6.
At what point did you feel like the game was over, that you were winning?
Already I understood it's very difficult here for him, because my plan is very simple. I just should push e5 and mate, and it's very difficult. Here I was confident that I will win. So
queen d4,
rook f1. Yeah, e5 didn't work. That's for some reason.
Right away?
Yes, because first I thought he has to just resign, but then he takes, and then queen g7, he has knight f8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, you don't have mate.
Oh, you can't even take the rook, yeah?
Rook d6.
Yeah.
And also bishop f5, knight f8 instead of queen g7. I couldn't find the win. Bishop f5, knight f8. Queen f3. Yeah, I missed queen f3 because still, if queen g5, I thought first also it's winning, but then rook d6, e d6, queen f6 only move, and then I don't win somehow. Queen e3, knight e6.
We were not calculating as many roles as you were. Just so you know, this is impressive. We were just kind of going with the flow, but that's
yeah, but rook f1 is better move, just to come back, and then it's very tough for him here.
Rook f1, h5, and then once you had e5, we came here. We got kind of silly. We were analyzing the game in real time, and after g6, we started thinking, oh, there'll be queen takes g6, but there's actually knight takes e5, and black is surviving. We were very excited that you might checkmate him in the middle of the board with this bishop takes g6 thing, but it doesn't work because he doesn't have to take. So in the game, he didn't play that. Queen g4, queen e3.
Yeah, h4. Yeah, he's just lost here. There's no defense.
Well, you put it away cleanly. We saw Richard barely make time control with 10 seconds after queen g5, but knew that he would resign as soon as he came back. So, okay, great win, and you've had some other great games in the event. But now that you've gotten this victory kind of behind you, do you feel like this is going to give you some momentum going forward into the back half of your event here?
Yes, it's always nice to win a game. And it can change my tournament situation, but I'm not sure if it changed the whole tournament situation.
Right.
Because Jan has a lot of points, so I'm not expecting anything. I just want to continue.
Yeah.
To finish this tournament in.
You get Jan with the white pieces, a chance at revenge maybe though in a couple rounds, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Looking forward to the revenge. I love that.
And at this point, of course, it's been a tough event, but you just won a game. It was a really crazy game. Do you think that you get a rest day tomorrow? You can take a day off. First of all, what are you going to do on your day off?
Normally, I play tennis.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yes.
So you play tennis with your brother? Or
yes, it's my brother. Yeah.
Tennis, great.
Yeah, who's your favorite tennis player?
Now few actually. Alcaraz is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
you, just on the comment you made before Robert took that last question made me think like you said, you're focused on your chess, just playing the best you can at this point. Do you feel like that's going to allow you to even be a little more aggressive? Maybe there's the pressure. You feel you want revenge, right, against Jan, and do you feel like you're going to be playing aggressive chess in the back half here?
Yeah, I was playing very aggressively in the start of the tournament, which was maybe not the correct thing to do, but okay, it's just I play normally like this. So, for instance, against Jan, I made a lot of risk playing this Najdorf.
Right.
So, yeah, but in general, I will continue playing the same. It's very aggressive already. So.
Yeah.
And this tournament's 14 rounds, very long. And it's also, I guess, the first time you played such high-level opposition 14 games in a row.
Yeah.
Of course, the stakes are very high with the World Championship, but how does it feel to play such strong people, every single day?
Yeah, I didn't play 14 rounds tournament before, so it's my first time, and yes, it feels great actually every day to come play against all these very top players at their best. It's a very tough thing to do, but I'm really enjoying it.
Yep.
And the fact that I got the chance to qualify in this tournament was already pretty good, and I have another 5 games. I will try to enjoy it. So.
Yeah. Well, talk about that, because you said, I mean, it's a tough tournament. You're enjoying the experience, but what have you learned, right? Your future is bright. It's like a meme. Firouzja is the future, right? They say, and I know that's come with maybe pressure at times. But what have you learned so far? Have you changed anything about your approach through the first 9 games? And what would you say that you've now taken with you as we're going to start talking about what you're going to take ahead into your final 5 matches?
Yes, I learned a lot of things actually. I have to go back home and again review all these games to see and get a lot more than what I know now. But I think in general it feels, I understood that they are all very motivated.
Right.
Even some people said, for instance, Rajabov was not motivated or so, but he's playing 7 hours games.
He's played more moves than anybody else in the tournament at this point.
Yes, so everybody is very motivated. Everybody is in their best, I think. For instance, Fabiano and Jan, I think they are in their best. So it's really amazing, and a lot to take from this tournament.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what you might take into the back half set of matches. I mean, you can't no revealing any prep, right? Prep stays for you. We don't want you to tell us what openings you're going to play, but if there are a few games you have circled, right, like in your hotel room, games we know you want revenge against Jan Nepomniachtchi. You'll get another game against Hikaru, a game that maybe just barely got away from you. You almost had a victory there. Tell us about, of the 5 matches ahead, which ones you're most looking forward to.
No, I look forward to play Jan, I think, because he's playing very good now.
Yeah.
And I always look forward to play against him, and now he's in his best. I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah. Okay, Jan, right? Got it circled. So, all right. Well, we have you in studio. I have to ask the big question, because everyone's talked about it. Obviously, it's our job to entertain the world, and that's what they think about. And one of the biggest storylines coming in was Magnus Carlsen's statement, right, that he would play you if you won this event, and if he would play you in a match, and who knows whether that's true or not. And you've said many times that you don't feel like that added any extra pressure to you, that you love chess and that's what you're going to continue to do. But now that you're here, you're halfway through, there's been all kinds of learnings. How do you feel about what this experience has been? And was there maybe some pressure in the back of your mind that you didn't know about? Or did those statements really, you feel, never get to you?
No, not really, because if you look at my games, it's really me that is playing the games, I think, because it's really my style and I don't feel any pressure, I think, because...
That's probably a good thing. That's a great thing. I think we feel pressure when Magnus says things like that for you, but, okay. It's amazing stuff. Well, maybe now that you've gotten this win here and pressure's off a little bit, we'll continue to see Firouzja catch fire. I'm always thinking of like fighting Firouzja catches fire. Thinking of funny phrases there, but anyway, man, this is great, and we're super excited for you. What a game it was. Maybe we'll be having you in studio again, depending on how many victories you start racking up here. But I got nothing else. Here comes some love from the fans. Ollie with the hearts. We got a lot of people tuning in right now. What do we got? 32,000 people. We love you, Ollie Reza. They do. Anyway, this has been great. I got nothing else. I'm sorry. I don't have any more questions. I'm running out of questions. But absolute genius, well-deserved win.
Thank you.
Do you have a diamond?
You want me to give you a diamond membership for your win? Apparently, you had 3 brilliant moves according to our game review, and your analysis and computers are a little different than our game review. We had 3 brilliant moves in this game.
Hopefully, I don't get banned again.
Oh man, I'm going to tell a story while we have Ollie Reza here. So when Ollie Reza was young, and nobody knew who Ollie Reza Firouzja was, I think you were 13.
Maybe less.
Maybe less. So we knew of this kid before anyone else did, and because he was racking up wins, and he basically reached like the autoban level on our site. We didn't know who he was. You weren't even a GM yet. You were like 11 or.
I am, yes.
Okay, I am, and we banned him. We did a manual review. And we said, no, this is a human, a very strong human, but a human. And then I will say this, without calling out any other names, one thing that Ollie Reza, doesn't know is, before people knew how good Firouzja was going to be, I had more top grandmasters email me about this account and say this person's cheating. And I would email them. You now have played and beaten some of them in tournaments. I will tell you that. And I would say, no, guys, relax. He's clean. He's just a future star, and here he is, a star of the future, sitting with us in the candidates. So. That's you brought it up, so there you go. I had to tell the story. But anyway, man, we are very excited for you.
Thank you.
What a game, and we do hope, of course, to have many more conversations like this in the future. And congratulations to you and your family. And
thank you
again. Way to go, man.
Enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you.
Have fun playing tennis.
Thank you.